there's just things like this happen. After leaving Kampeng Phet, it was a long highway road to the turn-off from our destination. All up, it was about a 7-hour ride, dodging a million trucks and a few crazy car drivers. Having safely arrived at the Khwae Yai River, which is fed by the Srinigandra Dam in Kanchanaburi, I found my accommodation for the next few nights, and I was in for a treat. There's plenty of accommodation types here, from 2-star hotels to B&Bs to 5-star resorts, a lot of them with floating rooms on the river itself. I'd recommend researching and booking early, as some places were booked up for months in advance. Just about every place had kayaks, paddle boards, raft cruises, and you could hire fishing gear if you really wanted to. You can just swim or chill out and do nothing. Okay, one of the best things about staying in a hotel room that floats on the water, on the river, is just things like this happen. So I've been here at this resort, Ban Krupong. This is my third night here. I'd originally planned to stay for 2, but it's just so nice. But I'm on no time restrictions. The only thing I did do for the last couple of days is editing, and I did go for a ride around on the bike for a little while. I've been out in the water, been on the kayak. It's been such a chilled time. It's a little bit fresh in the morning, a little bit windy in the mornings. Beautiful around 10, 11, 12 o'clock. Starts to heat up a little bit in the mid to late afternoon. But all you have to do is just jump in the river. Like, they've got little river cruises. You can sit on the mat or on the little deck itself. Paddle boards, kayaks, as I said, just go for a swim. You do have to watch out for the river current though. Not that strong, but you have to be aware of it. And just chilling out basically. Not that I really need to, but I want to. I can, so I will. I decided to stay here an extra night, so they gave me a little bit of a discount. How much, I hear you ask? Glad you asked. So for the 2 nights, they charged me 5,500 baht, 2750 baht per night. So it's not cheap, but have a look what you get. By Western standards, still very affordable. And this afternoon when I asked if I could stay on for another night, they said, sure, give you a bit of a discount, 2,500 baht for the night. Loving it. Bought myself another beer. And they've offered to take me out in the morning on their little motorised raft, I'll call it. They'll do that for free. So I'm happy with that. Service has been fantastic. They don't speak a lot of English here, but I know a little bit to get by. Plus, you just use a Google Translate app. Not a problem. Get your message across. I have flown the drone around this afternoon. It's just fantastic. It's peaceful as. You hear nothing but the birds and the animals in the forest. It is a little bit brown. As I've said before, it's the dry season here in Thailand. The forest has browned off. Certainly the bamboo has all browned off. But I'll be back here because I really want to come here at the end of the wet season. September, October. Because I do want to come back here for one other specific reason, is to visit the Area 1 National Park and the Area 1 Falls, which, as I understand, are the best, if not one of the best waterfalls in the country. So I figure if I come back, it'll be all nice and green here. The waterfalls will be in full flow. And I want to take you to see that because I really want to see it. You may as well come along with me. I've also used this time to just reflect a little bit. How did I get here? Like, I feel so privileged, so lucky that I'm able to just pick and choose where I want to go, the times that I want to go, how much money I want to spend. Like, living the dream. I've been saying that to friends and family, and it's true. I've dreamed about doing this, and now I'm actually doing it. It's almost surreal, except it's real. Don't know if that makes any sense to you, but it does to me. So yes, I've been doing a lot of editing. I've been on the computer been chilling out a little bit, but again, reflecting on just how lucky I am. And I say lucky loosely. I believe you make your own luck. You make your own destinations. You reach your own dreams by, having a cause, having that dream to achieve, and then breaking it down into a number of little chunks where you achieve one thing which advances towards that dream. You achieve that, you move on to the next thing, you move on to the next thing, until eventually, as I have done, it's taken years, but I've done it, and I'm just still contemplating where I was 6 months ago tonight, the last few days. I don't question what I'm doing, because this is what I've wanted to do. I'm just coming to terms with the fact that I don't have to work. I'm doing what I want to do, but I still feel guilty in a little way. Guilty that I'm no longer working and helping out my students. Being a construction teacher, I feel like I'm abandoning my children, but my children are all adults and doing their own thing. But I still have that little bit of guilt there. And of course, I love them and miss them dearly, along with my 3 grandchildren. I love and miss my good friends, which I don't feel like I've abandoned them. They're always going to be my friends. That's never going to change, I hope. But it's just that almost guilt that I'm leaving them behind to be totally selfish with my own life. But you've also got to think that it is my life. You only get one life. You only die once. So when you're alive, you may as well live it. My time could have finished a week after I finished work. Hit by a bus, plane crash, all those ghastly things that could have happened to switch my lights off. And I figure, well, why do that? Why do the day-to-day grind at work, pay all the taxes, pay all the bills, and then get run over by a bus? If I'm going to cark it that way, I may as well be doing the things that I love, the things that I'm doing now. Not that I hope that it'll happen, obviously, but if I'm going to die, and I die 2 years after I've come here to Thailand, I've died doing exactly what I love. Now, I know my kids understand that. I hope my friends and other family can understand that. I do toy with that guilt every now and then, which I'm sure will be overcome eventually. I guess it's just one of those psychological adjustments that you have to overcome when you make these big life-changing moves. I'll contemplate more. Okay, it's the morning of my last day here at Ban Krapong Resort, and a final look before I shoot through for my next destination. What you're looking at here is a little raft boat that they take people out on, little cruises on the river. And I haven't showed you the room yet. I've been here for 3 days but haven't shown you. So I'm all packed up, my boxes are all ready to rock and roll. 2 rooms on each of on this floating part of the hotel. I think there's 4 rooms on the other side there. But in mine, the one that I've been staying at, it is a twin bed. Obviously I've only needed the one. I have been here for 3 days, so I've sort of untrashed it a little bit to show you before I leave. So like I said, you've got the air conditioner up there, which works well. Got a couple of comfortable beds, fridge, kettle. I think I've drank all the coffee. They give you water and toilet paper every day. And bathroom, wet bathroom, there's no divider. But Sink, throne. Sort of basic, but it's very nice and comfortable. But when you wake up in the morning, you just sit up and you're looking out over the river, literally. Have a look at that view. And the staff here have been so helpful, so hospitable. They'll leave you alone when you want to be left alone. They give you a hand when you need it. And they even do your laundry here as well, which cost me 100 baht for, I don't know how many kilos, but it was a good 2 or 3 kilos. But if you're ever here, do come and stay. There's plenty of other hotels and resorts along this stretch of the river. There's quite a few down that way, some higher end places, there's some budget places. Where I've been is mid-range, but fantastic view. Okay, so I'm off now to the next destination, and you'll have to find out what that is in the next video. But I've got about another 4.5 hour ride today, so I'm off. Catch you later.